Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Floofy and Flareon, and today's video is a little bit different. Instead of actually doing some Splatoon 2 gaming content, well, this is still gaming, but instead of playing some matches or battles or anything, I'm actually going to be going over just some stuff that you want to be doing in Splatoon if you want to be a little bit more serious in getting, I don't know what to say, in getting, more competitive. And so, for example, it depends on like what kind of stuff you want to be doing and how your playing style is. So for most people I know, they're not going to increase their run speed unless they're doing something really weird. Most people I know on their gear, they want ink resistance. So let's go buy ourselves some 3-star ink resistance. The reason why I'm saying 3 stars is because if you look at the screen, if I go to an object that's actually 1 star or 2 stars, you see the question marks and then the blank circles. That means those, when there's a question mark, that means it's an ability to be unlocked. When there's a blank circle, you can't unlock all the abilities. So getting a 3-star gear lets you have all the abilities unlocked without doing a thing called unlocking it using, I believe it's called scrubbing. That could be the wrong term for it. And to do that, you're gonna need some sea snails, and to get those, you get that simply by participating, and you get more by winning Splatfests. Special charge up, that's definitely something good if you're someone who uses specials. Quick super jump, just someone who wants to get in the game, really. So nothing I would normally use, but ooh, ink squid ability. The reason why I want this shirt is because ninja squid, not ink squid, ninja squid basically, it lets you be stealthy in your ink, so if you're playing hide and seek with friends, ooh, you would so use it. Ink res, you know, we can get a full ink res gear going on. I think I already have ink res on my current right now. I don't know. Let's just get some more ink res gear. We have the coins to do so. And let's see. Okay, more ink res. So this is basically. I just have a full ink res gear now, so now we can have like literally just an entire thing of like just taking less damage, and we have this 3-star ink recovery. It's better than the 2-star. I know it's more expensive, but I don't have to spend money to scrub open a new spot. Yeah, let's get the trail boots. Nah. Now, I know people like using ink res, some people also like having, I got this, which is ink recovery, because you don't want just ink resistance. Ink recovery does help too. And now I'm going to go show you guys the whole, how you customize your gear abilities. So, again, one way to unlock gears is just by playing with the gear attached to you. Let me see if I can just show you guys very quickly. My gear. Here we go. So, for example, my octophones. You can see all their it has all some abilities unlocked. If I just press ZL for info, it has its ink recovery because I like having ink recovery. I like having to be able to just use a lot more stuff. But if I just go to the info, it also has a special charge up, so it makes my specials go bring faster. It has an ink saver main, which that means that's a main that means it's the main weapon you're using. So basically, your weapon, the gun, the brush, whatever you're using. And then special power up, which improves the special weapon. So honestly, out of this entire thing, I would just like ink saver. If I already have ink recovery, I'll be using ink saver. Just lets me use more. I'm not much of a special person, to be honest. Especially when I use inkjet, I don't really care for much about specials. Now, if you see here, I have ink resistance up here because ink resistance, I'm that kind of guy. I like being tanky. And I also have swim speed up, so it allows me to be in the squid form and move faster. Unless you're like planning on moving around a lot in squid form, to be honest, I wouldn't use it. So I might scrub it off my gear, but I'm going to wait for all my abilities. And then my shoes, my pride and joy, I'm getting so much better with them. If I can like, there we go. Right here are my shoes. I have red sea slugs, so I got them from the DLC. No, I didn't get them from the DLC. No, I just did matched. So it's special savers. So as you can see, it's basically more or less a special saver shoes. Just because of the fact, in case I want to be using specials, I like using this shoe. And as ink recovery, I wish I could get it to complete all special savers, but if I do it and scrub my gear, it's gonna be really bad on us. So I might just switch over to something like, say, that gives me my ink recovery up. like this. So I'll probably equip this on for the time being. And let's see. Now, what we need to do is we have to go over to some guy right here. Because you see how we have these 83 sea snails and then a lot of money. Well, let's go to this guy right here. You see he has all these sea snails next to him because he uses them. That's he's the merch, and you can get stuff, I believe from the app, and order it to here. I don't think it costs real money though. Oh, Splatnet order. Okay, so you see, use ability chunks. So you can get abilities, like you can give yourself current abilities that you want to use. So for example, say, ooh, my shirt isn't that good. Let me give it an ability on its new thing. Now you see I have these chunks right here. Basically, when you scrub your gear, you lose all its chunks on it, so it basically resets beside its main ability, which in this case is ink resistance. And so now I have basically extra ability chunks. Once you get up to 10 ability chunks, you can actually put a special ability on your gear, which is actually very, very useful if you want to make dedicated gear. So, for example, I know I don't have many ability chunks, so what I am going to do is I'm going to do a thing called scrub slots. So when you scrub slots, basically find a piece of gear that you use just a little bit, like here, my basic tee, it is that I'm going to do make it clean. So for spending 20,000 gold, it scrubs off the gear and it gives me that ability chunk that I just scrubbed off. So I know this is a waste of money, but I might as well do it. Let's make this clean too. Give ourselves, I believe that was sub damage up. I don't remember off the top of my head. Just a picture. Now if I really want to, ooh no. Let's go to our headgear. Then let's go to our. That just quickens respawn time. Let's scrub our octophones because this will give us 3 ability chunks, which is actually doing really good. I don't know why I did that. Okay, make it clean. And there we go. We scrubbed our studio octophones and we made our thing clean. So now we can gain more ability chunks and then custom make our items. So basically make my shoe finally completely all special saver. If I want, I don't know why I would need a special saver. But in case I'm just like, you know what? I just want a special save. You know? I just really want my special to be saved. Like, I could die, but still have basically my entire special. You definitely, I don't know who would need that. Probably someone who wants to save it. But I'm going to be changing my gear now. So I'd say I have ink resistance, ink recovery, and ink recovery. I might change my ink recovery to... Actually, no, ink recovery is doing me good right now. And so say you have like a really nice piece of 2-star gear that you want to be using though. But it doesn't have all of its slots. Well, you press increase slots and reroll. So basically, if you just don't want to go XP farm, you can just go here, go to your desired thing, like here, the matchdown jacket. You can't add, you go here. Oh wait, never mind. I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, say here, look at this fresh Octo tee. No. Let's do something in the Octo expansion. It's ink resistance up. It's the null armor replica. I think it looks really cool, but you know you can't really do much with it. I'm not a fan of using Hunt, to be honest. So I want to be like, if I use one of my sea slugs, it gives it another slot. So for my 1 sea slug, I have 83 because I don't use them that often. I make my 2-star gear basically 3-star gear capability, but with 3-star gear you don't have to spend sea slugs. So that's the advantage of that. So if you're wondering what reroll does, basically if you have full slots in your gear and you don't like any of them, you can basically just reroll all the abilities and you don't have to care about exercising like leveling up for it. You don't have to go into matches. You can just reroll it if you have enough gold. As you guys can see, I'm actually like almost out of gold, but let's do this right now. We can re-roll all my abilities, as you can see with the Sleet Slug, but then I lose those abilities. And since I'm making this a special saver dedicated, I'm not gonna do that. But if you get my point, it just costs sea slugs for rerolling and adding ability chunks, and then it takes gold for trying to apply it and scrubbing. So that's why you see people that are like high levels always broke. But that is basically your step guide of trying to go from casual to a little bit more competitive. Though, will it get you to the most competitive state ever just having really good gear? No. No, it really won't. How you do get really competitive, you just become a god with whatever weapon you're using. When I mean a god, I mean like you really know how to use it. And to be honest, if I see someone using a squeezer and they know how to use it correctly, they're very frightening, and some of my friends can agree. But that is the starter's guide, or I like to call it the noob's guide, because I'm a noob myself, so making it makes it a noob guide more or less, of how to start being competitive in Splatoon 2. Hope you guys enjoy. If you have, make sure you slap that like button. Subscribe if you're new to this channel to join the Floofy family and all that good stuff. And comment down below what you guys think I should be covering, like weapon usage and stuff like that. Peace.